All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Altar Knights' last home game of this season. Before we get started, the Knights would like to say a special thank you to our game day sponsor, the Phillips Companies. From sand, gravel, soil products, and sport turf mixes to excavation services, landscaping supplies, and our parking and storage facility, Phillips Companies is dedicated to high-quality products and value-added services. They're a fifth-generation family-owned and operated business providing service and quality since 1942. Thank you, Phillips Company, for being a proud supporter of Altar Hockey and for being today's game day sponsor. Tough, we're here for the match between the Altar Knights and the Mason Comets. What are you looking forward to today?
I'm just looking forward to them leaving the passion out on this rink. You know, it's the last game for these seniors out here, and I'm sure they want to show off for the home crowd.
Absolutely. Speaking of that home crowd, it looks like it's filling in pretty well. We got the pep band over there, posters up as usual, so it's always a good sign right there off the bat. I'm going to be looking for the Mason Comets to join us on the ice. Right now it's just our Altar Knights warming up. I typically feel like most games are better when there are two teams involved.
Yeah, it's easier to win that way.
That is true. Currently in net right now, taking the warm-up shot is senior Grant Russell, number 32. Have to assume he'll at least get the start, being his last home game of the senior year. Now taking the net is last week's star, Thomas Drake, a freshman who will be looking to take the net next year for the Altar Knights. Crossover athlete from baseball.
He'll have some big shoes to fill, filling in for Grant Russell.
Absolutely.
It's okay.
Last week it was the tale of two Mahonies as Altar won pretty handily, I should say, against the Dublin Shoto Irish. Now in is Sophia Quinones, also a senior goalie. Mason Comets now joining us on the ice in their Irish green. However, they are not the Irish, they are the Comets.
Altar Knights will be looking for a victory, just like they did over the Irish. That was a loud glove. Danny Mahoney throwing a stinger in there on Russell to get us warmed up. 2-on-1 drill. Good pace so far. Roster sizes look about equal. Mason may have 1 or 2 more skaters. However, Mason currently without a goalie, so hoping that they have a netminder by the time we get rolling here in about 4 minutes.
And there's their goalie, Grayson Adkins, joins us on the ice.
Early body check by Ty Ferguson on Evan Schultz. Just making sure everyone's awake out there. Thunder Alley in front of Russell right now. Danny Mahoney taking shots, looking for any deflection there. Mahoney currently wearing his mouth guard in his visor. Have to think it's a little less effective that way. Fashion statement though.
Yeah, I think you might be showing off your breast cancer with that bright pink.
Ah,
yeah.
Hard to miss. One minute left remaining here in the warm-up. Alter heading down to the goal line for the announcement of the starting lineup and the national anthem.
between Mason High School and Archbishop Alter High School. As members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League, Alter welcomes you. Your attendance and support of the student athletes, coaches, and officials is appreciated. We ask all fans and players to respect the efforts of athletes, coaches, and officials. We also ask all in attendance to show respect for fellow fans, officials, teammates, and opponents. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. The starters for Mason High School are right wing, Eli Maytorp. At left wing, Adam Albers. Center, Nikki Doss. Defensemen are Brendan Conham and Colin Kehoe. And defending the net is Grayson Atkins and the rest of the Comets hockey team. The team is coached by Joel Doss. And now for your Alter Knights. At right wing, Danny Mahoney. Left wing, Evan Schultz. Center is Dixon Phillips. And on defense, Liam Riley and Adam Ryder. And in the net for the Knights today is Grant Russell. And the rest of the Alter High School hockey team. Alter is coached by Kevin Berry, assisted by Drew Gianago, Dan Schreiber, and Sebastian Altoff. Ladies and gentlemen, we're lucky to live in a country with freedoms like no other. So to honor America, please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, with the conclusion of that anthem, we get set for the game between your Alter Knights and the Mason Comets. I want to remind you once more, this Alter Game Day is brought to you by the Phillips Company. Since 1942, for your landscaping, parking, and storage needs, the Phillips Companies. So we heard the starting lineups. What are you going to look for from that first shift, Tuff?
From that first shift, I think they're going to come out hot. I saw them working on sauce passes out there. I'm hoping to see that in the game. See one maybe to Schultz in the slot for a quick goal.
Okay. You looking for an immediate dump and chase to just get this forecheck and those legs going, or do you want to see some carrying into the zone for some possession?
I want to see some possession into the zone. They have some big guys out there, and I know they can do it.
All right. Teams getting final instructions from their coaches before heading to center ice for the draw. Once more, if you didn't hear the starting lineup, it's going to be Dixon Phillips in the center, centering Evan Schultz and Danny Mahoney. On the back end, we've got your captain, Liam Riley, and alternate captain, Adam Ryder.
I think that the defense are going to play a vital role in this game today. they usually do for the Alter Knights. They're a big factor in carrying that puck in.
Absolutely. I know you mentioned that a lot last game with them hopping up into the play. Dixon Phillip up against Nikki Dawes. Phillips wins it back, but it's over to Danny Mahoney, who's going to walk it in. There's that possession into the zone. Danny's going to put it down deep, and he's checked off the puck hard by Canham. Looks in front for Schultz, but was broken up by the Mason defender. Near side to Riley. Riley will keep that puck in. It's held along the wall by Mason, who can take it back around. They swing it all the way around. Ryder's pinching, looking to keep that possession. He disrupts it enough where they've got to go back behind their own net. Mason does, looking to drive it up this near side now. They put it high, but Danny Mahoney's able to glove it down and shoot it far side. Danny Mahoney with the heads-up play, grabbing the puck out of the air, placing it down legally, and ripping it before Adkins could get set.
You know, Danny Mahoney being a two-sport athlete, playing baseball, that was definitely demonstrated out there. Getting his hand up, catching that puck, and just choosing that far post and putting it in the net.
Absolutely, no trouble with that pop fly there, and then smart decision to take the quick shot. It was low on the ice, but it was the surprise element that really got it done. So your Alter Knights lead 1-0 on an unassisted play by Danny Mahoney.
Alter's first goal of the game was by number 91, Danny Mahoney, unassisted. Again, that was Mahoney unassisted, and time of the goal is 37 seconds.
Mason now behind the Alter goal line, pressing that forecheck, looking to walk into the slot. They do, but Russell with a good poke check pokes it away. But it comes in the slot, and Mason's able to poke it home. I do believe that was Jeff Pitcher able to knock that one home. Russell with a good poke check, preventing it from getting into the slot in the first place, but that second effort was able to get it there, and Pitcher was able to put it home, tying us up at 1.
Alter's defense needs to make sure that they get it out of there. Grant can make the first play, they need to make the second.
Absolutely. With a little over a minute of the game, we've seen 2 goals. Teams are going to look to settle in here and kind of get to their rhythm and set up here. Puck's dumped in deep. Ryder's going to go back and chase. He gets there first, puts it around to Linden, unable to corral it there. Still bouncing, no real possession. Riley's going to be able to come away with it, chips it up the wall to AJ Mahoney, who's held off by the Mason defender. Back down low. The Comets behind the net. Pop it up to the point. It bounces off AJ Mahoney. The Knights are able to walk it up. That's the captain, Liam Riley. Walking it forward, gains the zone. He's got Lance with him. Looks for him, finds him. Lance just a bit over the crossbar. Great feed, good look. Oh! From behind the goal line, another surprise shot.
Yeah, that is a hard shot to make, and you don't see it often. It looks like it was Sam Linden out there who just got the puck behind the goal line and took the shot.
Like you said, good shot. I believe it went off the inside of Adkins' far pad and bounced into the net.
Wow. You do not see that often.
Yeah, a few goals from behind the goal line for sure. But that's one of them. And we're at 2-1, a little over a minute 30 into the game. So far, defense and goaltending has not been a concern for either team. Ty Ferguson's gonna look to change that, takes it back, reload behind his own net. Walks it up to his partner, Riley. Turns it over Mason in the slot with it. Goes point to point. Bounces in deep. Riley's fended off. Goes back by the net. Ferguson gives chase. Pops free. Danny Mahoney with possession is going to walk it forward. Clears it out of his zone. Sauce pass up. Taken. Shot hard by Dixon Phillips. Good blocker save. Oh, and then back in front. Dixon Phillips once again in that slot. Almost able to chip it home. Mason comes back. Alter has numbers on defense. Russell's going to take this. Sets it up nicely for Riley. Riley takes it behind the net and walks it forward. Riley enters that zone once more. Drops it back, Lance with a shot, hits his own man, Riley, unfortunately. It goes underneath him. I think we're gonna have a...
The goal update. The Mason goal at 101 was by number 22, Jeff Pitzart, assisted by number 23, Garrett Herr. And then the altar goal at 139 was number 22, Sam Linden, assisted by number 7, William Riley, and number 12, Luke Lance.
Okay, so update on the scoring. As Tuff said, that was Sam Linden with our second goal. It was assisted by Liam Riley and Luke Lance. Mason looks to put it down deep, disrupted by Adam Ryder. Lance with speed, coming through the neutral zone, gains the blue line. Checked hard by the Mason Comets. Comes over to AJ Mahoney, puts it down low for him. Linden will give chase. He's got Ferguson on his point. Mason recovers, but Lance is able to keep it in. Pop shot. Adkins will cover that one. Slow pace down here and get a face off.
Looked like a little tip off Ferguson there. Just a bit too high. Goalie can get his eyes on it easy.
Absolutely. On defense at the moment, we've got Ty Ferguson and Adam Ryder. Center taking the draw is Luke Lance with AJ Mahoney and Sam Linden up with him. Behind Mason's net, they're able to chip it up, but Ryder keeps it at the point. Dekes around the man. Maintains possession, back towards his own blue line. He's got Ferguson, he goes to just shoot it. Deflected off, Linden's gonna take possession of that. Ferguson with a good shot, but Mason with those sticks in lanes are getting deflection there. This time it pops back to the neutral zone. Ferguson's gonna dump it in, Mason will tag up and then give a chase here. That's Linden on the forecheck. Pressures in deep, comes free to Lance. Lance goes around the defender. Looks up, finds Ryder on the point. Ryder with a quick shot in with Linden in front on the screen. Good screen, good shot, great opportunity there. Pops free at this point. Some good board play there to keep it in the zone. Pops free now, Ryder's got it with Dawes and Chase. Dawes gets a good stick on it, Ryder gets enough to get it out of the zone. Give his team a chance to get up on the attack. Linden all alone by himself. Good shot. Smart to just take it. No one with him. Generates something and gives his team a chance to change. Mason on the counter attack. Fended off well by Riley. Schultz walks forward, gains that blue line. It's dumped in deep. Ryder will recover behind his own net. Comes forward to Schultz. Schultz walks it central. Got to be careful walking it center there, as it goes to Mason, who almost has an opportunity out of there. Good bank pass by Phillips for Danny Mahoney, and they're off to the races. Mahoney and Schultz. Mahoney shoots high, shoulder save by Adkins. Beautiful save. Alter takes exception to Schultz being dumped behind the net.
That was a good play from Schultz there to bat it out of the air. Good hand-eye coordination.
Nice shoulder save there by Adkins as well. That was a well-placed shot. Adkins was just able to shrug enough and get it off target.
Also, Sam Linden took a shot during that play there that was far post. Seems like far post might be this goalie's weakness.
Yeah. All right, looks like we're gonna have no calls as a result of that. Still 5-on-5. Dixon Phillips lines up for the draw. Wins it back, dumped in deep. Mason enters the zone, loses control. Riley's gonna put it behind his net to his partner. That's Ryder, goes back to Riley. Riley finds Schultz. Schultz puts it in the center, gotta be careful with that. Almost again, good shot by Mason, but better blocker save by Russell. Riley chases behind the net, good stick to get in there and gain possession of that. Puts it up high, but just tipped, and it'll go into the netting for a face-off. If you got nothing, you gotta throw it off that glass and out, even risk that icing. You do not wanna risk putting it in that high slot there. High danger area for sure. Offense at the moment, we've got Lance taking the draw in between Danny Mahoney and Sam Linden. On defense, we have Riley and Ferguson. Ooh, deflected little pop shot but Russell was able to squeeze that 6-hole together. It wasn't quite in his glove, so he did well to keep that bicep there and prevent any opportunity. Mason wins the draw, looking for something in that slot once again. Curls back with it, fended off, goes to the point. Point's able to hold it in, not for long. Danny Mahoney walks the other way. Alter Knights have numbers. Danny Mahoney, backhand shot in. Backhand again, looking for that rebound. It's picked up by Lance. Lance curls back towards his defenders. Goes across. Quick shot, just a bit off. Ty Ferguson heads over there, keeps it in. Takes a check for his time. Down below to Danny Mahoney. Huge stick lift. Stick is absolutely gone to the rafters. Luke Lance causing trouble, keeping it in the Mason zone. This one will pop free. It's tipped, so Riley's gonna have to chase it back. It will not be an icing. Riley stops up, finds Ferguson. Ferguson surveys the landscape, decides to just walk it out. Gains center red, goes over to Linden. Linden takes it in. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson goes deep. Linden will give chase. The Comets stop up behind their net. Puck bouncing a little bit each way. We will have a penalty on the Mason Comets, and this will also not be an icing. Mason will touch it. That'll draw the whistle and the power play for your Alter Knights. That's interference in front of the net. Puck was nowhere near there, and I believe it was Evan Schultz that they dumped.
Not sure, but I'm loving the plays from Danny Mahoney. It seems like he's got a good forecheck on the points when they're in their own zone, and he's able to force a 1-on-2, sometimes maybe a 1-on-1.
So on that Mason interference penalty with about 8 minutes here remaining in the first, your Alter Knights will have a 2-minute power play. Less if they can make use of it. Ryder goes over to Riley, point to point. Riley has the man forechecking high, goes down low in the corner, pops it back to Phillips. Phillips will take his time, take that space, puts it in low, looking for Schultz back door. Schultz goes off the skate, back to Phillips, who's able to put it home. Little bit of a broken play there, but great finish by Phillips.
Yeah, a little assist from Schultz there off his knee. I don't think that was intentional, but it worked out for the Knights. It was great for Phillips there to come in for that rebound. He knew where to be and put it in the net.
Yeah, that's a great play by Phillips. Not only does he put that pass into Schultz, but then he walks in looking for the rebound or anything just to support him. As it turns out, comes right back to him with the quick reaction. He's able to stuff it home. And we are at 3-1, your Alter Knights on that power play goal. Since that was a power play goal, we are back to even strength with Ryder behind his own net. Ryder walks it into the Mason zone.
Alter's goal was at 7:22. It was a goal by number 90, Dixon Phillips, assisted by 29, Evan Schultz, and 91, Danny Mahoney. Again, that's Phillips from Schultz and Mahoney. Time of the penalty is 7:22.
So that was Phillips on the power play from Schultz and Mahoney.
It's getting pretty physical out there. Seems like there's some tension between these teams.
Speaking of physical, that is a penalty on the Alter captain, Liam Riley. 2 for unsportsmanlike. Don't love seeing that. If you're going to take a penalty, make it count. Use it to break up a goal scoring opportunity instead of making it a mental play.
Schultz was pushed off. A bad hit for them, but Liam Riley did not handle it in an appropriate situation.
So with 7 minutes left here in the first, Alter will play down a man 4-on-5. Your penalty killers are Luke Lance, Ty Ferguson, Adam Ryder, and Sam Linden. Taking the draw for the Mason Comets is Nick Dawes. Good win over to Ferguson. Ferguson does well to clear it. That should kill some time off the clock.
Again, that's Riley. The time of the penalty is 7:56.
Mason looks to walk back in, but goes to Ryder. Ryder's just going to take it back, dump it down deep. Linden will be the first one there. He gets there, hounds the Mason defender, Got to watch that free hand. Mason's going to walk forward. 3-on-3. Lance goes over to pressure. Back in the slot there. Tipped. Mason will keep that zone. Dump it down behind Russell. Russell looks to his blocker side as Mason brings it out. Mason looks for that slot. Ooh, far bar. Just couldn't get a handle on it. Russell did well to come across as well. He was in good position if they were able to get it. Lance disrupts that pass, gets another stick on it, but it stays with the Mason attackers. Minute remaining here on this penalty kill for your Alter Knights. Goes through Linden's leg. He's unable to get clear on it. But Mason will do it themselves, get it back to center. Lance is chasing. He'll have a little bit of an opportunity here. Nope. Taken back away and turn back around. Alter was able to change one penalty killer. Now they get a shot. It's far. Ryder does a good job to make sure it's not there for the bounce off the back wall. Mason will recover to center ice.
Sports medicine team for prompt diagnosis, treatment, and recovery.
Oh, it bounced into that slot. Russell does a great job to be alert. Inadvertent bounce off the skate right into the slot. Mason attacker wide open, but Russell in great position stares him down.
That was a dangerous play right off the skate, right into the slot.
30 seconds, more specifically 28 seconds remaining in this Alter penalty kill.
For more information on Veteran Health Services, please visit
Mason overloading that near side right now. Got to look for a face-off win and a quick shot. It's Natorp taking the face-off against Dixon Phillips. Dixon Phillips wins it hard back into his own corner. Mason goes point to point, manages to keep it in. Quick shot, blocker save, but the rebound was there, chipped over the net. Good clear by Ryder. 10 seconds remaining here. Great save again by Russell. He hasn't had a ton of work, but he's had high quality chances when he's had to make those saves. Mason puts a bouncing puck down in. Ryder will give chase, gets there first, chips it off the glass. Alter has killed the penalty. We are even. Ferguson will chase it down. Held off by Natorp there in the corner. Or excuse me, that's her for the Mason Comets. Comes back to the point, unable to keep it. That'll relieve some of that pressure. They curl, put it deep. Ferguson will give chase. Takes it behind Russell, looks up. Stretch pass for Riley. Finds him. Riley dekes the inside. Knee-to-knee contact there. Dangerous by Kyo on Riley.
A kneeing penalty isn't something you see often, but that definitely was a kneeing.
This will be the second one we've seen in as many games, too, I believe. The refs go with the more traditional tripping. Either way, still a 2-minute penalty here. Alter got to figure out who's on this power play unit here.
Seems like the Alter Knights are running their mouth at the refs a little bit too much. They need to watch it. Might get another unsportsmanlike.
And even if you don't, it's certainly not going to get you any more calls, right? There's really no point in doing that.
Time of the penalty was 10:26. Again, that's Kehoe, 2 minutes for tripping.
Far side to Danny Mahoney on this power play. He puts it down low for Schultz. Schultz goes back to Mahoney. Mahoney back to Schultz. Schultz looking in that slot. It pops free for Lance, but unable to corral it. Mason's going the other way, 2-on-1. Riley's back. Russell shades far on the shooter. Riley took the pass, well done. Danny Mahoney's gonna put it all the way around. Riley will get it on this half wall. Look to walk it into the offensive zone. Stops up, goes across for Ryder, just a bit off target. Ryder's gonna take it, slow down, look to make some tape to tape here. He does to AJ Mahoney, but Mason recovers. Goes across, looks to go down deep. Their captain Dawes walks it in, puts it just off net. Riley has to stop up, good forecheck here. This is an aggressive penalty kill from the Mason Comets. Riley puts it down deep, tipped off the Mason defender, and Danny Mahoney will be able to take it behind the net. Curls around, looking for that wraparound, but Mason will be able to clear it with 40 seconds remaining on this Alter power play. Ferguson takes it behind Russell. Stretch pass once again to Danny Mahoney. Danny gains the zone. Shot right into the glove of Adkins. He'll take the face off and look to get his penalty killers a little bit of a rest here. Alter Knights with 27 seconds left on this power play. They've got Dixon Phillips on forward with Evan Schultz and Sam Linden. On the back end, you've got Liam Riley and Ty Ferguson. Russell sets it up for Ferguson. Ferguson will walk in behind the net, gain some speed. He does, goes off the boards to Riley. Riley just touches it to Schultz. Schultz steps in, dodges the check well, goes down leap, dodges a second check as well. Alter gets that power play set up. 1 second remaining, that'll do it. The Mason Comets have killed it, they are even. Puck comes over to Linden behind the goal line, back to Schultz. Schultz in front for Phillips. What a pad save by Adkins. I thought for certain that was in. Great little sneaky play.
That was a great save from the goalie there. That was a great setup from Schultz to get it right into the slot, but a great pad save from the goalie.
Love the position from Phillips. Absolutely where you want to be. He was able to have his stick free. Good look by Schultz as well.
What? Advil? Mrs. Lance? Mrs. Lance?
Blocked by a Mason defender. Riley still with it, reverses it for Schultz. Schultz pulls up, looks back in front for Riley. Riley's able to slam it home. Great connection and good passing between Schultz and Riley is gonna get it done.
Great play for Riley to bring it into the zone, carrying that heavy. The Mason player laid out for that play, but Riley did not let up, and he came in for that rebound and put it into the net.
And that all starts by an absolutely outstanding back check by Sam Linden. What could have been a dangerous chance for Mason winds up going the other way and ends up being a goal for your Knights, giving you a score of 4-1 with 1:40 remaining here in this first period. Lance lines up for the draw against Levin.
Alter's goal was by number 7, Liam Riley, assisted by number 29, Evan Schultz. Again, that was Riley from Schultz at the time of the goal.
Riley takes the body, turns the puck over, Lance chips it up, looks to walk it in. Ridden off by the Mason Comets. Mason pushes down deep. We'll go chase. Ryder will be the first one to get there.
Don't forget to grab your pucks for check-up puck.
Danny Mahoney triple teamed. Just gets a little chip to get out of the zone. Mason looks to recover. Springs him. Oh, just off the tip of his stick. Wound up being a good fake. Danny Mahoney's going to walk up. Got his younger brother AJ with him there. Mahoney's going to dump it around. Nope. Puts it on net, looking for a rebound there. Now it does come around. Looking to be held by Riley. Things are definitely getting more physical here. We have another penalty on Mason. This one will be on number 24, Bailey Bryan.
That was a blatant punch from the Mason player there. Definitely have to call that.
What would you go with there? Roughing? I'll go with roughing. Can't quite hear the refs at this point, so we'll just go with roughing on that one. Seems like it fits the bill. So 41 seconds remaining in the period. 2 minutes on this power play. It will be split between the first and the second if Alter cannot score right off the bat. It's one back by Mason. They're looking to clear it down. Takes a weird hop. Ferguson's able to hold it in. Great hustle over there. Puts it all the way back around.
The time of the penalty is 14-19.
Ryder surveys the situation. Tipped off something. Sits there for a second, but Mason's able to clear it out. Now Ferguson's got a hustle. Good stick lift there. Pushes the man into the corner, breaks up that offensive chance. Short-handed. Now Schultz with the puck looking to just get it out at this point. You would not know that Alter has the power play at the moment. Dawes comes in. Quick shot, good high pad save by Russell. Schultz is going to walk forward, find Mahoney, but not enough time. That will do it for your first period. We have a score of your Alter Knights 4, the Mason Comets 1. What'd you see from that first, Tough?
The Alter Knights, their first power play was looking hot, it was looking good, but these past two, they haven't been converging on many opportunities.
Absolutely. The Mason penalty kill has been absolutely aggressive, although too, not giving your Alter Knights any chance to really set up, breathe, or gain that position. So, hey, I want to remind you here that the Knights want to say a special thank you to our game day sponsor, the Phillips Companies. From sand, gravel, soil products, and sport turf mixes to excavation services, landscaping supplies, and our parking and storage facility. Phillips Companies is dedicated to high-quality products and value-added services. They're a fifth-generation family-owned and operated business, providing service and quality since 1942. A few years before you were born there, Tom, eh?
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, want to thank you to the Phillips Companies for being a proud sponsor of Alter Hockey and for being today's game day sponsor. As we line up here for the second period on a power play, we've got your captain Liam Riley and Adam Ryder on the back end. We've got Dixon Phillips centering Evan Schultz and Danny Mahoney as your forwards.
Looks like we might have a Pink Laces showdown here.
Ah. Tough, you can hear referring to the Mason captain, Nikki Dawes, who also has pink laces matching Danny Mahoney. Key face-off here. Goes back to Mason, but disrupted by Mahoney, who will walk it in. Pops out of the zone there. Riley has to hold up. That will be an offsides. So minute 10 remaining on this Alter power play here to start the second period. Seeing as this is the second period, your Alter Knights will be going from your left to your right and defending the opposite direction. Phillips lines up for the draw. He's able to maintain control of it over to Mahoney. Mahoney walks it in. Backhands it, looking for a pass or a bounce off the pads. It pops free to Ryder. Ryder touches it, but Dawes will come away with it. Captain on captain, Riley going back with him. Riley takes the body, it goes free. Russell's gonna put it out of play, but we're going to get a penalty here, I believe. Or no, net off moorings.
Yeah, I think the Mason player was a bit confused. You're supposed to put the puck in the net, not yourself.
Ah, that will do it. So with that net off the moorings, that'll give us a face-off in the Alter zone. 49 seconds remaining on this power play. Mason wins it back, but tips it. Schultz is hounding it, looking to take it down. They will call that interference there. Schultz got kind of tabletop, caught in between the two Mason defenders who were playing the man instead of the puck, even though they had control. And that will be a two-man advantage for 43 seconds for your Alter Knights. I don't think I've seen a game recently with so many penalties away from the play as opposed to on the puck.
Yeah, I do not think these teams like each other. There's something in the water.
Yeah, that's fair. Adkins having a quick equipment adjustment. Make sure he's ready for this kill.
Looking to see the Alter Knights converge on this 3-on-5. A lot of open space, a lot of chances.
So quick little reprieve. This will actually probably, I would say, work in the Alter Knights' favor, get that power play unit a rest so they can kind of coordinate and come out strong on this 5-on-3. The real key here is obviously to win the faceoff, right? Get set up, use as much of that 43 seconds as you can. Obviously, you'll still be on the power play after that, but you want to make as most of the two-man advantage.
I believe Phillips is going to take that first faceoff. Hopefully he can win it back to his defender. It'd be not good to see Mason win that and then get a quick icing off him.
With a 5-on-3, what I like to see on the faceoff is just tie the man up. You've got so many numbers out there, bring a winger in, there's no way the defense can support that. Instead of trying to win it cleanly and do something talented and risk losing it cleanly and having a clean dump, I like just tying up the man and letting the winger take it there.
Looks like that penalty will be a 4-minute penalty.
Oh, we have an adjustment. Okay. Gotta assume that's 2 for the initial and then 2 for the stick smack afterwards. I didn't see anything in the initial penalty that would have warranted the double minor. Did you see?
I did not see anything. Maybe an unsportsmanlike, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. I assume that's probably what was tacked on at the end there. All right, so Alter Knights line up now with a much longer power play to work with here, but again, only 43 seconds of that 2-man advantage. Phillips lining up for the draw between Schultz and Danny Mahoney. Wins it over Danny Mahoney. Quick shot on. Good 5-hole save by Atkins. Schultz first to the puck. Wins it back to Ryder. Ryder at the point. Walks it over. Looks for his partner Riley. Riley puts it back in the center for Ryder. Over to Dixon Phillips. Shot just deflected off. Riley's able to keep that puck in, although. Riley down low for Mahoney. Mahoney below the goal line, walks it forward, quick little shot, looking 6-hole, unable to find anything as Adkins seals it up. 14 seconds remaining on the 2-man advantage. Even though you'll still have a power play, you gotta watch the Mason Comet jumping from that box. If it scores free, that could be a shorthanded break. Phillips wins the draw forward. Mason's gonna look to dump it around, but Ryder will be able to hold that line. He does, walks it central. Finds Phillips in the slot. Phillips with a quick shot. Rebounds there to Mahoney, but Adkins is able to jump on the second one and cover it up. Generating some good rebounds. 1 second remaining on the 2-man advantage.
You see Riley on the dot there. I think a better play from the Knights could be putting Danny Mahoney there, being one of the only left-handed players on the team.
Yeah, for sure. That'll do it for the first penalty. Alter still has 3 minutes 15 on this power play. That shot just deflected high. Schultz chases it down, finds it back for Ryder. Ryder's gonna shoot it in. Good glove save by Adkins. Little extra stick for Schultz as he comes across, making sure Adkins did indeed have it secured.
That's a good tip from Phillips there, but just went over the net. You can see that warm-up play coming into fruition in the game.
So 3 minutes remaining on this Alter Knights power play. Mason almost cleared it down, but Ryder holds it in once more. Goes over to Riley. Riley walks it into that face-off dot, takes that shot, generates the rebound. Phillips puts it back in. Schultz starting to take exception to being dumped so much.
Yeah, he's been getting the body put on him a lot during this game.
He very much has. Coach is going to give Schultz a break. Replace him with Sam Linden on this power play unit. Puck pops free. Mason is now able to gain that blue line. Want to see someone step up here for check. Comes back. Riley will take possession of it behind his own goal line. Walks it forward. 2 men real high on that forecheck for the Mason Comets. Goes back to Ryder. Ryder looks for that stretch pass to Phillips. Unable to corral it. Goes down deep. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this Alter power play. Press it forward to Linden. Linden looks across to Riley. Riley walks it up. He's got Danny Mahoney with him. Riley dekes around, looks for that wraparound. Adkins seals that far post. Nothing there on the wraparound.
They're $1 each or 6 for $5.
Wraparounds are something that you don't usually see work nowadays with goalies. They're just quick on that post, hard to get into fruition.
For sure. Hate to see parents giving it to the refs. It's highly unprofessional. Not what we like to see around here. Mason's able to dump it to center ice. That'll kill a little more time. Riley goes back for it. Turns it around, goes across to Ryder. Ryder's gonna walk it up, gain some speed. Back off the Mason defense. He does. Dekes around the check. Ryder with a quick shot. Ooh! Just enough of a glove by Adkins to put it off net. Mason will there dump it down. Chased by Kyo. Kyo behind Russell. Russell forced to stay in his own net. To respect that. Ryder will come away with it. Puts it on this near side. Alter will look to walk it up. 1.5 minutes remaining on this power play. Lance dekes around but unable to get through the man. Mason walks back the other way. past Riley. Dances around, spin move. Backhand shot, no problem for Russell, but kills more time. Back to Mason once again. Mason will throw it down deep. Russell will set it up for Luke Lance. Looks to use his wheels to skate out of the zone. Just a bit far for Linden. Let's go down deep. Mason will put it all the way back down once more. That'll leave us with a minute remaining on the Alter power play. Ryder looks to walk it forward. Finds Schultz. Schultz is going to use those wheels. Drops it immediately to Lance. Lance looks to chip it around, but it goes to the Mason defender. Puts it free. Riley will intercept. Decides to go back up those far walls to Schultz. Schultz dodges the check. Maintains connection with the puck. Dances around. It winds up back with Riley, who goes across to his D-man, Ty Ferguson. Puts it in deep, just tipped into the zone. They will call that as a slashing penalty on Garrett Herr of the Mason Comets.
Schultz is looking like a ballerina out there, dancing around all those checks. Hopefully he can just find the puck right around that guy and make something of it.
Okay, so now, similar to as we had before, we have 30 seconds-ish, 26 to be exact, of a 5-on-3 advantage. Dixon Phillips lines up for the draw. Once again, love to see him tie the man up and let Danny Mahoney come in and try to get it back to Ferguson on the point. Draw goes far side. Riley will be the first one there. Walks it down low. Reverses it for Schultz. Schultz is going to look to set up. Goes behind, bounces off the boards, comes free to Danny Mahoney. Walks forward, looks in the slot to Schultz, and Schultz will get one there. Beautiful look by Danny Mahoney. Great job by Schultz to be creeping on that back door, finds that stick well, puts that puck in, and does it within the first penalty, so there will still be a minute 43 of Alter Knights power play remaining.
Schultz taking revenge. As that penalty was called on him, he wanted to make something of it, and he did.
That's Alter's second power play goal of the evening, first goal of the period, and that gives them a 5-1 lead over the Mason Comets. Liam Riley and Ferguson on the back end for this power play. Dixon Phillips centering Danny Mahoney and Evan Schultz on forward. Face-off taken by Nikki Dawes of the Mason Comets. Walked up by Mahoney. Danny Mahoney looks to put in center off the skate. Good body by the Mason defender. Danny comes away with it, although looks to drive it into that slot. Just can't maintain a handle on it. Mason will gain that blue line and put it all the way down. Russell sets it up for Riley. Got a forechecker coming fast and hard. Reverses it for Ferguson. He just chips it down. Unable to maintain possession, but pocket picked by Danny Mahoney. Looks to rip it. Good block by the Mason defender. Comes free to Ferguson. Ooh. Evan Schultz put down hard once again. Interference on Mason.
Schultz is doing a good job of drawing these penalties, giving the Knights a man up.
This one's going to be on Kieran Rodway. Another interference. So the Alter now has a minute 3 of a 5-on-3 advantage. Phillips wins the puck back. Riley scoots it over to his partner Ryder. Ryder goes back to Riley. Riley shot, pad save, and then good cover up by Atkins. Doesn't give anything there.
Looks like it bounced up to Linden there and was stuck in his body, but it dropped down right where Atkins could save it.
Honestly, I could have seen that call, that last penalty going either way. Schultz was jumping to get out of the way of Ferguson's shot, and I think that put him off balance in the air. But Alter looking to take advantage of that. 50 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 advantage. Dixon Phillips centering Sam Linden and Danny Mahoney. Wins it over to Danny Mahoney, puts it back to the captain Riley. Riley walks in center, goes across to Ryder. Ryder takes those steps, puts a shot in with Linden in front. Linden gets that rebound chance, but it goes off the crest of Adkins. Comes back to Ryder. Ryder goes across to Riley. Riley back to Ryder. That give and go, trying to mix up the defense there. Riley now down in low. Goes all the way back up top to Ryder. Ryder in for Phillips. Phillips with a shot. Ooh, just off. Mahoney's skate couldn't corral it, but Riley does a good job to keep it in the zone here. Riley goes across to his partner Ryder. Ryder's going to take that shot far side, and that's a good shot there. That's Adam Ryder taking what he saw with those give and goes between him and Riley. I think they got Adkins just moving back and forth a little bit too much, kind of wore him down, maybe tired him out. He wasn't quite on his angle, and Ryder recognized that. Good vision, was able to put it in on that side. If Adkins was able to get the pad on that, Linden was also there looking for that rebound to be able to kick it home, or excuse me, put it home as well.
Linden's doing a great job of screening and even getting the rebound on some of them. Open up a lot of opportunities. That's what we like to see out there.
Once again, that was a 5-on-3 goal, so Alter will have a minute 9 remaining of power play. Face off one, Danny Mahoney's going to walk it right back in the zone, look to press the issue. Quick shot, far side, comes to Luke Lance. Lance puts it back to Riley, but it's a hand pass. This will come out of the zone for a face-off. This is going to come all the way back down into the Alter defensive zone. 56 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Russell, good clear, put up that wall, but it comes back into the slot. Mason will put it back, look to just kill some time. Pressured hard by Schultz and rubbed off the puck, but Mason maintains possession enough to get it down deep. Ryder looks. Ooh, good pass up to Riley, who takes a check for it. That will be an elbow towards the head area, and that'll be another penalty on the Mason Comets.
Wow,
this one on Jeff Pitcher. That's a roughing call on Jeff Pitcher, Mason's only goal scorer at this point.
Number 9 on Mason, he deked through almost all of Alter's team. He's got a strong stick on him.
That's Brendan Canham, absolutely. He did a great job kind of killing and delaying there. I believe we have maybe a timeout? Maybe the ref's just giving the explanation to the coach. All right, so Alter with another 5-on-3 advantage here. 33 seconds for this one until it expires, and then 2 minutes as we are at the start of the roughing penalty. So the power play unit is going to be Riley and Ryder on that back end still. We've got Luke Lance centering Schultz and Danny Mahoney. Surveying the ice right now, wondering if a screw popped free or anything like that, but everything looks to be in order. They'll line up for the draw. Lance taking against captain Nicky Dawes. Puck bounces, finally comes to Lance, who puts it back for Ryder across to Riley. Riley with the quick shot, pops free. Ryder will get there and do a good job to hold that point. Walks it back center, gives himself a better angle, takes a shot just off net. Good screens in front. Danny Mahoney's gonna put it down low for Schultz. Schultz stops up. Take a chance. Puts it to Ryder, Ryder over to Lance. Lance with a quick shot. Ooh, Danny Mahoney almost able to get control of that rebound, put it home. Puts it forward to Riley, good block by Mason. Riley maintains possession. First man out of the box for the Mason Comets. It's a 5-on-4 power play for Alter. Schultz with it, puts it near side. Rebound pops free, but not enough. Puck on this near side. Schultz is gonna be the first one there, walks away with it. Drops it back to Lance. Lance is just gonna put it on, looking for a bounce. Mason gets it clear, but not all the way down. Riley's able to hold it on that wall. Now it's stuck in board play. Danny Mahoney walks away with it. Quick shot off, snipes over the glove. Danny Mahoney picks it up out of the board play, walks center, uses the man as a screen and puts it home.
Wow, that was a great goal. Great tie-up from Riley there on the boards, and Danny Mahoney just able to get it out there, and so much open ice since Mason converged on that tie-up.
I think they'll probably call this one unassisted since it came out of the board play and kind of a scrum, but good read by Danny Mahoney to walk in there as Riley had it tied up. He comes away with the puck. Gotta think Mason's exhausted at this point after so long of penalty kill. They will now be even. We are 5-on-5 for I think one of the first times this period.
Danny Mahoney with that heartbreaker celebration there.
Score is 7-1, your Alter Knights.
Assisted by number 7, Liam Riley. Again, Mahoney from Riley, Tyler the goal.
I stand corrected. They will give the assist to Riley for his work on that border play. Ooh, good shot through a screen. Better save by Russell, but I believe it tipped out of play. So we'll have a face-off in the Alter zone. I believe that's Lance down behind the play. I missed what happened to him.
I did not see what
Must have been
happened
well
there.
behind the play,
Yeah.
as the puck was deep in the Alter zone. Lance able to get up on his own power, always a good sign. Stick taps here. Parents needing to show some restraint in the stands. Sorry, may not be a parent. Fans needing to show some restraint in the stands. Mason's lining up here for a 5-on-5 draw. Got Ryder and Ferguson on the back end. Thiessen, first action tonight. Good to see him out there, number 5. That's Chris Thiessen. He's going to be on the wing with Sam Linden, with Dixon Phillips lining up for the draw. Pop free, Alter, was able to walk it back to center to get that pressure off. Linden disrupts the entry there, but Mason goes D to D, looks to recover. Little sauce pass to center, puts it in deep, will dump in chase. Ferguson's gonna go behind the net, but Ryder will be the one to get there first. Reverses it on his backhand. Ryder puts it off the wall. Little chip, walks it forward. Mason goes back to the defense to recover and looks to set it up. Thiessen there will put it in deep. Mason will put it in. Ferguson will be the first to get there. Walks it back with some speed. Looks to use those wheels. Gets it as far as center, back to Mason. No real possession here right now, just going back and forth a little bit. Comes right back to Ferguson. Reverses it behind the net. Mason will take possession, looks to put it in the slot. Good aggressive play by Russell. Tries to give the man a little extra glove there as well. Dixon Phillips walks it forward, just a shot on. That'll go into the netting for a face-off and a line change to get some fresh legs out here.
Grant Russell, a really aggressive goal. You've seen him come out of the crease pretty often this game, but it's worked out for him.
Absolutely. As long as you got those defenders back, he can get away with those aggressive poke checks. He does a good job to disrupt any offense there. 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the second period before we get a longer break and fresh ice. Danny Mahoney on the draw there, wins it over to his brother AJ, who gets a shot off. Schultz enters board play with AJ Mahoney. Mason comes away. That's the captain, Nicky Dawes. He's gonna walk him forward with some speed. Goes straight to Russell. Russell once again makes a smart play, clears it all the way down. Hard clear by Russell. Nice stick work there. AJ Mahoney able to disrupt that. Schultz in the slot, dances around, drop pass for Danny Mahoney. Mahoney walks it in. Gonna take that shot just off the mask of Atkins. That one sounded painful. Mason will put it down deep here. Ferguson's gonna chase Albers down. Albers puts it in the slot, but Schultz will take it, turn it up to AJ Mahoney. Unable to take it cleanly. Back to the Alter Knights. Now a quick slap shot from Nicky Dawes, but Russell able to see it all the way in, gets a glove on it.
I love that play over here from A.J. Mahoney. He was able to get it to Schultz there, and then he made a great drop pass to Danny Mahoney.
That's why you do the forecheck, right? To generate those turnovers and hopefully a quick offensive counter strike. Mahoney taking some draws here. We haven't seen that a ton. Manages to win that one and get out of the zone. Mason will take it. Man blows the tire. Ferguson will have some time now. Looks up. Unfortunately, Alter was making a line change and couldn't touch it, and that will result in an icing. I know what Ferguson was trying to do there. Nothing wrong with that. He was looking for the man, just didn't know the man was going to the bench. Without that line change, would have been a great offensive opportunity. Nice little breakout pass. So defensive zone draw will be taken by Danny Mahoney. Comes across to Ferguson, chips it off the board, walks it up. Alter has numbers 2-on-1. It's Ferguson with the shot off net, but gloved anyway by Adkins. Good heads up play there to sprint on that and get the odd man rush. 2-on-1. Alter wins it over, drops back to the point. Ferguson back down low to Linden. Linden puts it just off net. It'll come to Thiessen. Thiessen looks to go back to his point, but springs Mason on the breakout. Mason hits the blue line, looks to dance around Riley. Riley holds up the man, puck went in his skates. Now behind Alter's net. That's Sam Linden able to walk free with it. Got a Mason defender back with him. Walks sideways, puts it on 5-hole. Good stop by Adkins there, cleared all the way down. This will go down for an icing and come back for an Alter Knights offensive zone faceoff.
With the score 7-1, you gotta ask yourself, what is the downfall of Mason? I think it's gotta be them giving up so many penalties. It was a pretty even game at the start when it was 5-on-5, but they've given up so many penalties. I believe it's 7 to be exact.
Yeah, well, not all the goals were on the power play, certainly. It is 1 goal per penalty, so you definitely have to think that hurt a ton of their momentum coming into this. What was otherwise a good start, a lot of offense both ways, devolved because of a lack of discipline, for sure. Riley's going to take it behind his own net, reverses it around, won't quite get to Thiessen. Mason will pop it free to their point. Now across. Back out, pops past that blue line, they'll have to reset. Pops over, Schultz with a nice takeaway. Deeks in the center, good little shot, just deflected, slow enough for Adkins to put away. Now pushed all the way around. It'll come to the point and Riley. Riley walks center. Quick shot, blocked off the skate by Mason to Evan Schultz. Schultz below the goal line, puts it all the way across, almost finds Danny Mahoney there. Danny now looks to put it back through the slot, but no one there, and Mason will be able to walk it forward. But it'll come back to Ryder, who will recover for just a second. Now he walks it forward to Danny Mahoney. Mahoney got Schultz with him, he finds him there. Schultz stops up, but good stick check by the Comets. Speaking of good stick checks, Riley with a good one there will put it in low, and the Comets will have to recover a little bit deeper here. Back over to Schultz once more. Schultz looking central. Now Danny Mahoney with a shot. Good pad save, kick to the corner by Adkins. Thiessen drops it back for Riley. Riley back for Thiessen. Off his skates, Schultz will recover. Schultz in the center looking for Danny Mahoney. Unable to find him cleanly. Ooh, nice little tip try on the Thiessen pass to Mahoney there. Mason will walk it up, but unable to get past Riley. Riley holds that offensive zone. AJ Mahoney now on the ice. Oh, and they almost find him backdoor. Mason puts it free. They've got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Nope, good stick check by Ryder. Ryder able to reverse it. Now we've got Danny Mahoney, Riley, and AJ Mahoney going the other way. Over to Riley. Riley looks, Deeks looks to go back. Woo! That's going to be no goal. They deem that the net was off the moorings first, and I do believe it was. It was still a good play by Riley to take it across the net and Mahoney to stop up and try to find that rebound off the pads and put it home.
The Knights are doing a great job of forechecking and just giving themselves some more opportunities that otherwise they wouldn't have, forcing those turnovers, and it just goes straight to the Knights.
Good quick vision by the refs to realize that net was off the moorings and stop play. You notice if you call it early enough like that, even the altar players realize it and have no issue with it. You call it a little bit later, then people feel like they got cheated out of something. Mason goes behind the net, unable to keep it there. Now they do. Comes back to Albers on this near side. Albers, the alternate captain, puts it to the captain, Nicky Dawes. Dawes will just recover behind his own net, look for any space to breathe. He finds a little bit with his speed, walks it forward, gets past Riley, keeps going. Now hounded off by Dixon Phillips. Puck's still there. Dawes, great determination to stick with it. Puts it down low. Stays there for a second, but Phillips is able to come up with it. Puts it up. Now Mason walks back in. Little deflected shot just wide of Russell. Ryder behind his own net. 40 seconds remaining here in the second period. Ryder's going to walk it up. He's got Riley with him. That's your two defensemen leading that rush. Ryder's just going to put it on net. Look to stop up and get back. Recover on D. Comes around. A.J. Mahoney unable to get it there. So Sam Linden will walk over, look to disrupt the breakout. He does. It comes to Danny Mahoney. Dekes around his brother. Dekes around the Mason defender, but can't get a shot off cleanly, and Mason will get an out-of-jail-free card. In the way of Dawes, he looks to skate it up. He does, and now comes to Kyo. Kyo and Dawes. Kyo with a good hard shot, just deflected by Ryder, I believe a bit high. Russell was in good position for it as well. That'll do it here for the second period. 7-1 your Altar Knights lead, brought to you on this game day by the Phillips Companies.
rockabilly star with only the devil to fear. 'Cause he's Jack the Cat. Jack the Cat. Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Well, he's a rocket scientist from 1952. He got Elvis tattooed to his chest. It says, baby, don't be cruel. You could try to take him to the test, but he's definitely way too cool. He puts a swagger deep down in his step, those two-tone wingtip shoes. 'Cause he's Jack the Cat. Jack the Cat. Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack. Well, he works real hard and nothing all day, spinning them 45s. He's as slick as a Porsche on the barrel of a gun. He's the apple of his mama's eye. He's Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack. Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack. When he speaks a language he calls his own, it's very hard to understand. There's go cat go, hey daddy oh, and making like a plan. He rolls his smokes up under his sleeve, tucks one behind his ear. Yeah, he can play the part of a rockabilly star with only the devil to fear. 'Cause he's Jack the Cat. Jack the Cat. Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack the Cat. Oh, baby, now Jack. Jack the Cat. Oh,
All right, welcome back to the face-off for the third period. The Alter Knights want to say a special thank you to our game day sponsor, the Phillips Companies, from sand, gravel, soil products, and sport turf mixes to excavation services, landscaping supplies, and our parking and storage facility. Phillips Companies is dedicated to high-quality products and value-added services. They're a fifth-generation, family-owned and operated business providing service and quality since 1942. So thanks to the Phillips Company for being a proud supporter of Alter hockey and for being today's game day sponsor. All right, Tuff, what are you looking for out of the Alter Knights from this third period?
Just to converge on some opportunities that are given to them. They're got a significant lead, 7-1, so just keep possession, keep the pressure on, and they should be looking good for the win.
All right, your Alter Knights are going from your right to your left and defending in the opposite direction. We start this third period here at even strength. Mason's going to take it behind their own net, pops it up. Lance with the takeaway, pops it over to Riley, unable to take it cleanly. Riley will drop back down. Recovers behind his own net, puts it across to Linden. Unable to hold it. Now just enters a board scrum. Both Mason and Alter sticks digging around trying to get control of it. Pops free to the defender for Mason at the point, then back down low to Alter with Adam Ryder going to walk it into the attacking zone. Walks around the man, curls in, looks to find any sort of daylight on that near post, but unable to do so. Mason pokes it free and walks in 2-on-2 as Lance is back checking to even up the numbers. Speaking of Lance, that skate disrupts it, but it comes back. Russell does a good job to hold that post.
Thank you, Lance Roofing, for being a proud supporter of Alter hockey.
Mason's captain, Saucer, passes it over to his D partner. Mason exits the zone, but with the turnover, Lance is going to put it down deep, and Schultz is going to go on the forecheck. Mason will exit their zone. Puts it down low, but Riley will be able to get it. I stand corrected, Mason maintains control, just misses the man in the slot, and goes all the way back down, chased down by Danny Mahoney. He's going to throw on the brakes, but the defender does as well, and Nicky Dawes, the Mason Comets captain, will come away with it. Hounded by Schultz with a great turnover, looked to put it on. I believe it hit Danny Mahoney. Danny Mahoney looking for that wraparound, almost had some space there, but Adkins did a good job to close the door at the last second. Now Dixon Phillips generates the turnover to Schultz. Touch free and just out of the blue line. Ferguson will recover, puts it in deep as the Alter Knights tag up. Comes on that far side of the Comets, back to Riley. Riley uses his partner Ferguson. Ferguson looks up, takes a couple extra steps, puts it a bit too deep for anyone, and it comes back, but Danny Mahoney with a great read and turnover. Takeaway, now he finds room on that near side, just over the blocker, puts it high bar.
I think most of Danny Mahoney's goals this game have been top. He's been aiming for that water bottle. I've seen it jump every time.
So that's Danny Mahoney with a nice snipe blocker side. Adkins was in great position. Danny Mahoney just with a better shot.
Goals by number 91, Danny Mahoney. It was unassisted at 2:58.
So unassisted from Danny Mahoney, making it 8-1 here with about 12 minutes remaining here in the third period. Mason dumps it down deep. Someone lost a glove. Riley behind the net. Puts it over to Linden. Linden's able to fend off. Now another glove down. Gloves everywhere. One of those is Linden's. Linden, board play, taking on two Mason defenders. Pops free to Phillips, who will put it to center ice. Linden recovers his glove and walks in on the attack. Mason puts it down, but Linden, with both gloves, gets it back, puts a shot on just off the skate and off net. Comes free to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to put a shot on, gloved by Adkins, who says he's seen enough and wants a break. While we have that break, the Knights would also like to recognize Lance Roofing and Siding, the championship sponsor. At Lance Roofing and Siding, we offer a wide variety of choices for your residential or commercial roofing, siding, or gutter installation needs in the greater Dayton area. Our experienced, trained estimators will thoroughly examine your home or business and provide you with a written evaluation. Call today to get your free analysis. Thank you, Lance Roofing, for being a proud supporter of Alter Hockey. Tough, what'd you see from that first couple shifts from the Alter Knights?
Yeah, they're coming out strong, already with a goal in the period. I don't think they're doing anything wrong.
Okay. Ty Ferguson behind his own net does a good job to maintain possession, walk up to that near wall, gains that blue line, which would give Alter a brief reprieve. Now they'll get a longer one as Linden takes it away and puts it even deeper. Puck pops back to Riley. Riley walks it in. Pop fly to Adkins, who lays it down for his defender to keep that clock moving. Looks to put it free off the heels of his teammate. Lance with the backhand, looking for Linden, finds him. Linden from the slot, but swallowed up by Adkins.
Good pass from Lance there to get into the slot and Linden being there. Great shot opportunity.
Alter Knights with Adam Ryder and the captain Liam Riley on defense. Luke Lance taking the face-off, centering the Mahoney brothers. Mason wins it, puts it around for Albers. Albers can't quite find it through Danny Mahoney. Now he does, puts it up. Walked onto by Natorp. Natorp puts it in deep for the captain, Dawes. Dawes puts it in the center. Riley with a stick on it to disrupt it, but not quite enough. Canham blows a tire into the corner, but he's back up, finds control of it, back down low to Dawes below the goal line. I'll also say this, I have not seen this much play below a goal line in a long time. The Mahoney brothers walking up with it. Danny goes wide, pulls up, can't quite find it across off a skate of a Mason defender. Lance is able to hold it in, although it stays with Mahoney. Bouncing around. Lance unable to hold that line. AJ Mahoney off the tag up. He does now and goes in on that forecheck. Mason curls back. Natorp walks out with it, but turns it over to Danny Mahoney. Danny Mahoney walks in the slot, finds his brother! Same place! Brother connection there. AJ Mahoney puts it in the same place his brother just did. High blocker for his first of the night.
What a great forecheck from Danny Mahoney, causing that opportunity, getting the puck away, looking for his brother right in the slot, and his brother with the celly that his brother just did, and he lifts him up on his shoulders just like a cheerleader.
So Danny Mahoney with a hat trick on the night, AJ Mahoney with his first of the night, and your Alter Knights lead 9-1. Luke Lance out there centering Danny Mahoney and Evan Schultz on the back end. We have too many people by a lot. They will get off now. And Ferguson and Linden will be watching the back end. Mason walks it back in. Danny Mahoney, quick shot, glove saved by Adkins with 9 minutes remaining in the third period.
I think something I want to see from the Knights there is on those 3-on-1s, just passing it around. I think they go for the shot opportunities more often than passing, but you got to get some puck movement there and make the goalie move.
Absolutely. Lance lines up for the draw, wins it over to Schultz, who plays it back to Ferguson, back down to Lance. Lance looking in that slot. Schultz is able to get in there and recover. Ferguson puts it through everybody. Pops free, Linden will hound it. Mason's able to walk up with it, off the skate, forward to Natorp. Cruising down this wing, looks in the slot, just fended off by Lance. Linden holds up, he's got Schultz with him, 2-on-2, they walk forward. Schultz with the puck, just puts a little shot on, generates the rebound. Ooh, couldn't quite find Lance in the slot there. Great vision by Schultz. Ferguson walks back, hits Mahoney at the line. They walk in, but I believe the play was offsides.
Lance has done a great job this game back checking. He's been a great person to have on the defense there.
Lance centering Schultz and Danny Mahoney with Sam Linden and Ty Ferguson watching the back end with Grant Russell, the senior, in net. Comes all the way back to Russell. He decides to put it up for Schultz. can't quite find him there. Ferguson will touch it down deep. Mason will have to recover to their own blue line. Puts it up through some skates. Natorp walks in with it, or excuse me, that's Lease. Lease walks in with it. Back to the Mason point. Good poke check by Danny Mahoney. Walks in the center. He's got his brother with him. Tries one too many moves. Taken away by Mason. Mason on the counterattack now. 3-on-3. Quick slap shot. Good stick save to the corner by Russell. Ferguson with a little bit of a check from behind. Ryder uses his skates, beats his man to his puck, chips it off the glass, out of the zone. That will be enough to put Mason offside. Ferguson walks it up. He's got AJ Mahoney as help with him. Ferguson puts it down low, generates the rebound off Adkins into this near corner. Goes back below the net. Mason takes it there, swings it back around. It gets out of the zone, but comes to Lance. Lance skates backwards, head up, looking for the pass, can't quite connect. This will go down, not quite for an icing, tipped by Mason. Mason looks to walk it out, but turns it over to Danny Mahoney. 2 shots, Adkins saw both of them.
Good quick stick by Danny Mahoney to pick up his own rebound, but if he's going to want to score there, Adkins already covering that whole right side of the net. He's got to move it to his brother, Danny Mahoney, who's open on the other side.
Dixon Phillips lining up as center in between AJ Mahoney and Danny Mahoney. Riley and Ryder patrolling the backside. The Mason captain, Nick Dawes, walks it forward. Dawes into the offensive zone, dances around Riley, gets it down low, stops up, puts it out to his point. Quick shot in through traffic. Russell does a good job to find it there and turn it away. Down behind him now is Russell. Ryder walks it forward, the alternate captain. Moving his feet, gaining some speed, dumps it down deep, looking all the way around to Danny Mahoney. Mahoney picks it up off the board, puts it in the slot, nobody quite there. Mason will take control of it. Dawes walks it forward. Positioned off the puck by Phillips, now into the center. Converged on by Ryder and Riley, and that chance is taken away. Puck comes to Ryder in the slot. Ryder takes it out of the slot, goes around a few men, but turns it right back over to Dawes. Dawes gives it over to Pitcher, and that's Pitcher's second of the evening as he goes high glove side on Russell.
Well, I think the Alter Knights are looking for an offside call, but they're not going to get it. Mason player was able to get it from Ryder and just go bar down on Russell.
Gotta play to the whistle there, absolutely, I agree. Alter seemed to stop up and quit playing, you can't do that. Gotta stay on the man. Mason took advantage of it, did that 2-on-1. Dawes fed it over to Pitcher. Good shot, put it high before Russell could react, and that's his second of the night, making it 9-2 for your Alter Knights, still leading here in the third period with about 6 minutes remaining. Danny Mahoney walks it in deep. Danny Mahoney just looking for an odd angle shot, low percentage chance there. Would have rather seen him play the points maybe.
Pitcher, assisted by number 3, Nicky Dawes. Again, Pitcher from Dawes, the time of the goal
Oh,
is
Riley
9:06.
walks center in that slot, puts it off this near pad of Adkins. This will go all the way down for an icing. We'll go back for an Alter offensive zone draw.
The Knights are looking pretty fired up right now after that celebration from Mason. I don't think they were happy with that disrespect.
Yeah, you can see it's a good 25-foot slide. You can still see the mark down the ice. Lance is lining up between Chris Thiessen and Danny Mahoney with Ty Ferguson and Sam Linden on the back end. Kyo walks it around for the Comets behind his net. Little give and go, looking back for Kyo. He'll get it now. 2-on-1. He's got Levin with him. Kyo with the quick shot. Levin can't find it. Russell catches a break there. Actually, I guess I should say the Alter defense. They gave up the odd man rush. Russell did great to get that first shot fended off. It's back in the slot again, and Mason, you can feel them charging now, building momentum. Russell says, I've had enough of that momentum, gets the glove, and will take a face-off. Good odd man rush by the Comets to read the defensive laps as it went through the skates there. Russell did a great job to fend off that initial shot, but it was a good opportunity for Levin, who just couldn't quite find it and put it home. Face-off comes back to Luke Lance. Now Linden will take it behind his own net. Linden walks it forward. It comes outside the zone. 4:50 remaining here in the third period. It's dumped in deep. Ferguson's going to pick it up. Looks to get past Dawes. Can't. Dawes steals it with the takeaway. Bouncing behind the alternate. Pops free. Mason's D keeps it in at the point. Back in that slot. Off of Russell's pads. Behind him once more. Picked up by Dawes. Dawes dancing, looking in the slot for something. Bad turnover, but they get away with it. Pops free to Mason once more. Mason's going to put it down, look to switch sides. Danny Mahoney on the forecheck. It just goes out of play off the netting, and Alter will catch a break, catch a breath, get a line change, and look to exit their zone.
I think the Knights can really lock down on their defense right now. They're having a lot of opportunities for the other team in the slot. They need to make sure that they're locking down that slot, pushing players out.
So face off outside the zone. Dixon Phillips lines up against Natorp for it. Natorp puts it forward. Mason looks to go in that slot. They're unable to do so cleanly, and Alter clears it back to center ice. 4 minutes remaining here in the third period. Puck bouncing, no one with real possession at the moment. Mason looks to switch it around the umbrella, they do, but it pops free to Ryder. Ryder's just going to take it back, look to gain some space. He does, walks forward with it, backhands it over. He's going to find Thiessen there. Thiessen with a little stick handle, dumps it in deep. Phillips on the forecheck, pulls up in the slot, now curls behind the net. It pops free to Thiessen. Thiessen able to put it back to Ryder at the point. Ryder across, couldn't quite find Phillips. Phillips will dump it down deep to Mahoney. Mahoney just puts it in the slot, but no one quite there. Mason will look to counterattack. They don't do so cleanly. Ryder gets a stick on it and is able to break up that rush. Mason with a hand pass now waved off as Alter touches it. Danny Mahoney walks in, Deeks in center. Deeks again looks for that backhand, checked well off the puck. Mason down low, Danny Mahoney from behind, looking for board play there, unable to find it. And Mason will take a retaliatory penalty, I believe. Interference once again. Like we talked about, I have not seen this many penalties off the puck.
No, Mason really has been their downfall, picking up all these penalties. It's not easy to win when you're down a guy the whole game.
Yeah. All right, so that is a Mason penalty, putting the Knights on the power play for 2 minutes with a little under 3 minutes remaining here in the third period, so they will get all of that 2 minutes if they're unable to score before that time expires. On forward for your power play unit, Luke Lance taking the faceoff, centering Thiessen and Linden on the back, and we've got Ryder and Riley. Lance wins the faceoff free. It comes to his captain, Riley. Riley reverses it to Ryder. Ryder with a quick shot through a lot of traffic, but Atkins is able to see it and fend it into the corner. Puck pops free to center zone. Alter will recover, not cleanly, although Mason gets a shot out of it. Russell sees it the whole way and plays it cleanly to Riley. Riley, however, unable to take it cleanly. Mason, good forecheck. Russell's seen enough. Gonna cover it for the draw there.
Great play from Ryder to push that guy out right before he had the puck.
We have another penalty here. I believe this one is also gonna be on Mason. Yeah, we have another penalty on Mason for slashing. Number 13, Grant Herr.
Seeing Thiessen on that power play, you know, he's new to the sport, but he was making sure he was playing in front of that net, at least screening him, doing what he can.
Mason had all the advantage there, shorthanded. They were doing a great job pressuring everything. Have to wonder what the thought process is. Must just be frustration in taking that penalty. So the Alter Knights on another 5-on-3. Not the first one they've seen tonight. This one for 1 minute 21 seconds with 2 minutes here remaining in the third period. Or in the game, I should say.
13, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty is 12:37.
Looked in the slot. Lance unable to put that one home. Pops free. Lance will challenge, puts it down deep for Ryder. Ryder picks it up off the wall.
Looks like there was some physicality down in the corner that the fans aren't liking. Lance does not seem to be too happy about that penalty.
Alter will take a penalty. That is Luke Lance taking the call. That'll put Alter on the power play. I believe Lance was the third man in, and that's why he's going to get called for that one. So 9-2, a minute 47 remaining here in the game. Mason Comets win it forward. Dawes behind the net. Fended off by Phillips. Alter walks forward 3-on-2 if they hurry. They do. Now it comes the other way. Dawes for the Comets, looks for that shot, fended off well by Ferguson. Ferguson turns around. 4-on-3, so a lot more open ice here. Ferguson tips it forward, but good glove by Mason to prevent that rush. Riley in front of his own net prevents Russell from having to make the save. He's going to walk it forward. Russell gains that, or excuse me, Riley gains the zone. Looks up for help. Phillips, forgetting they only have 4 men and not someone on both points, was looking for someone that wasn't there. Ferguson walks in. He's got help with him. He's going to look to snipe it instead, but goes straight into the chest of Adkins for a faceoff. So the first Mason penalty has expired. Thus, we are now 4-on-4 for the next 27 seconds, and then we'll have a brief Mason power play for the remainder of the game. So 4-on-4, 50 seconds here remaining in the third. Dixon Phillips lining up with Sam Linden on forward. Liam Riley and Ty Ferguson on the back end. Grant Russell in net. Russell's had some great saves tonight.
Yeah, he has. He's just laying his body out there. Don't know how many shots he's seen tonight, but you know, he's making those saves he needs to, keeping his team in this game.
Yeah, definitely not the volume that the Comets goaltender has had to see, but the quality on all of the shots against him has been high, and he's done a great job with it. Mason walks it forward. That's Natorp coming in on Riley. Ferguson with the back check gets a stick on it. Riley will disrupt it to Linden there. Linden will put it outside that blue line. Mason recovers to center dot. Puts it in deep. Not enough for the icing. Riley's going to play it around to his partner Ferguson. Ferguson for Linden. Linden looks to spring Mahoney, but can't quite find him. Now they do. Mahoney picks it up, but fended off by Mason. Mason now on the power play. Mason walking in on it. They will get the penalty on Linden, and Mason will go on to a 2-man advantage. That's Sam Linden for tripping.
Looks like we're going to have a 3-on-5 for the last 15 seconds of this game. I don't think it's going to be enough for Mason to come back, though.
So Alter looking to kill off the last, call it 15 seconds of the period. Hard to read with the lights sometimes. And they will have a 2-man disadvantage for the remainder of that. Good face-off win back, able to get out that blue line. That should just about do it as the clock ticks down to the single digits. Kyo puts it in deep, off net, comes free. Ferguson gonna look, unable to clear it out, although Thomas put it down, and that will do it. The Alter Knights win here on a Sunday by a score of 9-2 for their last home game of the season, and the team goes out to congratulate goaltender Russell.
Looks like that stick was pretty hot there.
Does look like a hot stick for sure.
Sure, the Knights are happy with that win to secure their last home game.
Once again, we want to thank our game day sponsor, Phillips Companies, and also give a shout out to Lance Roofing and Siding, another great sponsor of your Alter Knights.